크리스토퍼 씨와 에밀리아 클라크 씨를 두 분 모셨습니다. 앉은 자리에서 잠시 포토타임 갖도록 하겠습니다.
Thank you very much to both Mr. Emilio.
Hi, I just want to say thank you so much for having us. I've had an incredible experience here so far and can't wait for the rest.
Good morning, everybody. And it is a great pleasure to be back in Korea, specifically in South Korea. I, of course, have been here many, many times in the past for promotions of movies, on vacation, and also when I was governor of California, I came here on a trade mission with 100 plus business executives to stimulate trade between South Korea and California. And I also had the great pleasure of working with Kim Ji-woon, one of your great directors, when we did Last Stand. He's a wonderful man and a great director, and I had a good time working with him. And I'm very happy that I'm back, and this time with Emilia Clarke, who has never been here before. So I hope that we have a little bit of time so I can show you some of the beautiful sights of this wonderful city.
자, 그럼 본격적인 기자회견을 시작하도록 하겠습니다. 몇 가지 양해 말씀을 드릴 텐데요. 질문을 주실 때는 영화 관련 없는 질문을 삼가 주시기 바라겠고요. 더불어 질문을 하실 때는 배우 한 분당 한 개의 질문만 해주시면 감사하겠습니다.
Thank you for your patience.
네, 양해해 주셔서 감사합니다.
Well, first of all, I only take one Terminator at a time. So right now, I'm only focusing on this one, and I do not even think about doing another one, even though I would look forward to it. But I mean, we have to make sure that there's a demand by the audience, by the fans, rather than by us just saying we're doing another Terminator. So the important thing is that the people enjoy this one, that this one is successful worldwide. And the reason why I, of course, enjoy the Terminator movies is because the first Terminator was a big career boost for me. I remember I just came off the Conan movies, and I was offered to play then the Terminator. And even though it was a villain and not a hero, I wanted to play mostly heroes, but I accepted the role, and it was a big explosion in my career because of that. After I did the film and it came out and it became a very popular movie, I got then offered all of the big action movies, and so my career took off. And so this is why I always kind of will remember this was a very important character in my career, and always has been. Every one of the Terminator movies I've done always have been really great for my career, and always I enjoyed playing the character because it's such an interesting character to play a machine that does have some human elements to it. It's a fun character to play.
Yes, is the answer to that. I definitely felt a huge amount of pressure going into this movie, but one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to take on this role is because the iconicness that Linda Hamilton created in the first two movies was what inspired me for many different career choices that I made, and so I jumped at the opportunity to be able to play her. So yes, it's a double-edged sword in that I wanted very much to reprise a role that I'd loved and it inspired me, but then the fear of how much it had affected everybody else, including myself, was quite scary. The thing that I prepared for most with this movie was that this Sarah Connor has had such a different life experience coming into this movie than we've ever seen before. The Terminator went back to try and kill her parents at such a young age that it changed her characteristically for away from how Linda Hamilton created her in the first two, but while still maintaining the essence of who she was. So that was something that I really wanted to get to grips to, and something that allowed me to really delve into the gorgeous relationship that Sarah has with Pops, which is a beautiful father-daughter relationship that I think really anchors this huge action spectacle of a movie to have quite a gorgeous heart to it that I as an actor really jumped at the chance to inhabit. Yes, I was very spoiled. I got to act with some incredible people, namely Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger to start off with. Getting to meet Arnold for the first time was incredible. He's an iconic figure that I've grown up admiring my whole life. So that was another daunting prospect. But my fear was eased when we first met because, as you can tell, he's gorgeous and charming and funny and puts everybody at ease in this incredibly, in a way that was easy for me to admire and spend a lot of the shoot kind of watching and learning from the great man himself. So that was really wonderful. And getting to explore the father-daughter relationship that Sarah Connor and Pops has, it was just such a lovely route in for me as the actor going into Sarah Connor to kind of explore the more sensitive sides of her and see the buttons that get pushed to taking her from just simply being this kind of rigid, badass female who's got one singular thought, and that is to save the world, but having the sensitivity that rocks her and that really pushes her off her center, and you get to see more of the kind of the human characteristics coming through, which was just wonderful. So, and absolutely spoiled during this filming process. And Byung-Hun Lee was such a joy to work with. He was incredible. The fact that there was not even much kind of extra special effects that was needed for the movements that he naturally had. It blew us all away. I remember vividly filming with him that first sequence that I got to film with him in the come now with me if you want to live line, and he just was kind of mind-blowing. I spent a lot of the time just watching him and then reminding myself I needed to be acting. So yeah, I mean, if we're definitely concentrating on this movie first, but if there's another one, we can only hope that he'll be joining us for that journey as well.
Well, I work out every day. So when I arrived here yesterday, the first thing I did was I put my gym clothes on and I went to work out for 45 minutes. The first thing I did this morning when I woke up at 4:30 in the morning, I went downstairs to the gym and I worked out for an hour. So this is something that I do pretty much every day no matter where I go. So it was not as hard to then do the stunts and do the action the way I've done it 30 years ago and 20 years ago and 10 years ago, because I stay always in shape. The only thing I had to do really was, in order to please the director, he wanted me to gain an extra 8 or 10 pounds so I have the same size body that I had in 1984 when we did the first Terminator. And so I gained this extra 8, 10 pounds, and I worked out an extra hour a day and worked out twice as heavy, and did all that for 2 months, and then throughout the shooting of the film. But other than that, it's not that complicated, not that difficult, because when you stay in shape, you know, a body in motion stays in motion. That's the key thing. So you've got to do the same thing over and over again. It's like eating and sleeping. It's like part of my life. I'm addicted to it. I train every day. I hope all of you can come. And I'm looking forward to coming back to Korea, to Seoul, and all over the place here as many times as possible. I'll be back. Thank you.
자, 고맙습니다. 네.